Welcome to the Indiana 4-H Clover Call podcast, where our goal is to share information about the people and programs that make the Indiana 4-H Youth Development Program such an important part of our communities. We welcome youth and adult 4-H volunteers, 4-H youth and their families, extension professionals, and any others who are interested in providing positive opportunities for youth. We thank you for joining us for this episode, which begins now.
All right, so I want to welcome everyone to this month's Clover Call podcast. Today we're highlighting the 2022 Indiana 4-H Volunteer Awards of Excellence winners. My name's Jennifer Abrell, and I'm the 4-H Youth Development Educator in Owen County. And I've got 3 of the Awards of Excellence winners with me today on the podcast, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and we'll go ahead and we'll start with Brandi.
Okay. Hi, I'm Brandi Staggs, and I am the club leader for Willing Workers in Owen County. Our club is based out of Patricksburg, Indiana, and this is my 4th year leading the club. It's a community club.
Excellent. Sawyer, I'll let you go next.
Hi, my name is Sawyer Scheid. This is my 8th year in Monroe County 4-H, and my club is Smithville Samaritans.
Awesome. Rhonda.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Sanders, and I'm with the Jolly Juniors, the Jolly Jug Rocks 4-H Club, and then I'm also with the Martin County Junior Leaders. And so all of us together was one of the recipients of one of the awards.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I want to thank all of you for being here today. I know it was a little bit of a struggle to get a time that worked for everyone. So I'm so happy you guys were able to join so that we can highlight these awards of excellence for you. And as we roll into 2023. So first of all, congratulations again to all of you for your awards. You guys were highlighted, as I said, at the Indiana 4-H Leadership Summit back in November, which was really fun, you guys. Let me just ask you first, had you guys been to one of these events before? And what were your thoughts?
I'd never been to one before, and I was really impressed with how it was just put together and how smart all the kids were. They was all just so well behaved, and just proud that the next generation is just really, really doing an amazing job.
Brandi, I know you started to respond as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say I loved it. I agree too with Rhonda. It was very well organized, and it was just a really exciting time to get everyone together and share what everyone had done.
How about you, Sawyer?
Yes, it was very well organized, and this was actually my 2nd time being there, but it was my 1st time receiving an award.
Great. Well, again, congratulations to everybody. And it was really nice to see all of the award winners on stage and have a chance to share a little bit about their experience in Indiana 4-H and kind of some of the things behind what went into the awards that you each received. So I'm just going to, first of all, Sawyer is a youth volunteer, and Sawyer is, as he said, from Monroe County, and his award was in excellence in 4-H science programming youth. Now, a lot of these awards, all of these awards have a youth and an adult category. So you won obviously as a youth, Sawyer. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your experience in 4-H and some of the things behind what you did, the work you did to get the award in science programming.
Okay. So my award was basically I've been doing Yes Grant for 2 years, and that's been going with my award. So my Yes Grant's been covering insect biodiversity at Lake Monroe, which a lot of people think insects are like really scary or icky in a way. But for me, since I have a huge passion for entomology, I wanted to determine what the water quality at Lake Monroe, and that's basically like determining what insects are fit to how if the water is clean or not.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I love that because it is true. Like a lot of people think bugs are kind of icky, but they're also kind of fun to work with. So I'm
just going to say they're icky and I'll let someone else, play with them.
Well, let Sawyer do that, right? Well, that's fabulous. Rhonda, why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about the work that went into the reason you got the award. You got the award as a team. So there were others on your team, and you got the Excellence in Youth and Adult Partnerships Award. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the work that went into that?
Okay, so our junior leaders do a lot of community projects, and they do most of it on their own, but they still need a little help, a little guidance with it. So they do like an Easter egg hunt, and they help cook breakfast for, Ag Day. And, they just do all kinds of community stuff. And it just takes out all of us to do it. I mean, we're a small community, so everybody knows everybody. So, I mean, it's just a fun time for everybody to get out and participate in community stuff and feel proud to be, in the community.
And that's so important, isn't it? Just
Yes.
getting out there and representing in your community and bringing together the small community. We have a small community here as well, so I totally understand that. Brandi, how about you? Tell us a little bit about your experience as a 4-H volunteer and the work that you've done. You were the award winner in club programming, adult. So why don't you share a little bit with us about that?
So we did, the YES grant was based off of, beautification for, Patricksburg Fire Department. And, this is something that has been on our radar for a couple of years, but we didn't have the funding. And, so we came together and applied for the grant and was awarded the money. Our club got together with the EMS, he's over the EMS in Owen County, and kind of got his vision with how we could work at the fire department. And the kids basically did all of the work, all of the ordering of the materials. So anyway, we took 2 Saturdays to get together, and we laid mulch down, we put landscape fabric, we had Lowe's deliver our materials, and the kids worked really hard. We had a couple of volunteers come out and show the kids how to unfold the American flag and raise flags on the flagpoles. And so we had a good time and made a big impact. In fact, we had neighbors in the community come out and offer to help and stand by and watch. So it made a bigger impact than what we even realized we were going to.
That's wonderful. You guys all had some really great work that you did. And your work and your categories obviously rose to the top of Indiana 4-H because award nominations are submitted from all over, and they're open to every county in Indiana. So you guys definitely rose to the top in your award areas. So thinking about those award areas, what guidance would you all give to other 4-H volunteers in those areas? So whether it be the science programming, the club programming, or the teen, the youth adult partnership areas, what guidance would you give to other 4-H volunteers in those areas? And I'm going to go backwards this time. I'm going to start with you, Brandi.
Oh, good. Hopefully I don't disconnect this. Being available and having a high, just open-ended communication with your club members. I would just say, being passionate about the program, that's what's really worked for our club, is just being available to the youth as needed.
Excellent. I would agree. And I have the luxury of knowing you well, and you're one of my club leaders. So I would say absolutely, you do all of those things. You're definitely have great communication with your club members and are a cheerleader for the program. So we here certainly appreciate all of that work. Rhonda, how about you? What guidance would you give to other 4-H volunteers in as far as youth adult partnerships?
Just always take time to listen to what the the kids are wanting to do and help them facilitate that. Make sure that they know how to do it and that they're going to get it done in a timely manner, and just and try to have fun with them, because that's what everybody wants to do, is just have fun. And there's so much to do in 4-H, and so everybody should be happy.
Excellent. Well, and you are so right. And us as a group of educators statewide, the last couple of years, we've really been focusing on how to bring that fun up to another level in 4-H, because you're right. We are definitely an education focused, leadership focused program, but we also want to have fun with the kids. And that's one of the ways that you can really engage those kiddos. Sawyer, how about you? What guidance would you give to other youth volunteers, specifically in the area of science programming?
I would tell the youth to follow your passion and just go for it. And as well, ask help to others when you really need it the most.
Excellent. You guys are awesome. I'm going to finish up with for you guys. I told you it was going to be quick, right? I didn't have too much I was going to put you through. So I'm going to finish up with what you have planned for the coming year. What you guys won these awards in 2022. So that kind of like gives you a little bit of incentive, I think, to kind of keep it going for 2023. So I'm going to start with Rhonda this time. What kind of things do you have planned or coming up in 2023?
I really want to get the kids more involved in getting the scholarships and stuff. Going to the program last fall really opened my eyes on all the stuff that the kids could do. I mean, it's just, it was very fun for me to see all the kids enjoying themselves. And I know that, our kids here would enjoy going to that. So that is definitely one of the things I would like for all the kids to do.
I love that, especially since it's that season right now, right? We've got a scholarship deadline coming up here in not too long. I get my dates mixed up because I've got local community foundation scholarships coming up this week. And so I can't remember, but I think we've got the 4-H scholarship deadlines coming up either next week or the week after. It's before the end of the month. So you're right. We need to get as many kids as possible on those 4-H scholarships. Absolutely. Sawyer, how about you? What do you have coming up for 2023?
For me, for 2023, I've already requested for a new permit to do my observations and collecting at Monroe Lake. As well, I'm hoping to do more outreach with the community and do more community service events.
That is awesome. You've got a plan. You're ready to move forward. And I love that you're going to do more community service with that, because everybody needs to hear about what you're doing. I think that is fabulous, and people need to know more. How about you, Brandi? What do you have coming up for 2023?
Well, I have something really exciting. I'm rolling out with a new programming for minis, and I'm going to focus on kindergarten through 2nd grade. And we're doing like a mini series meetings special just for their learning. I'm going to help them do some projects and kind of educate them on the showmanship possibilities. And we've got some grant money. I was awarded for the club, and I'm hoping to use that for project materials and maybe clothing that they would need for showmanship. And so I'm just really excited to get that started.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You've got some great plans for the coming year. All right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you all. I'm going to finish up, if you don't mind hanging around, and just for a second, I'm going to just kind of make sure that we give a little bit of mention to the other award winners in the state that were recognized in November, and then kind of wrap up here. So we had other award winners statewide. So excellence in 4-H animal science programming youth went to Sawyer Estridge from Crawford County. Excellence in 4-H science programming, animal science programming adult went to Jason Scott of Monroe County. Here locally, we had Becky Smith, and she won the excellence in 4-H animal science programming adult. She's our dog club leader here in Owen. Excellence in 4-H civic engagement programming youth was Thomas Hogan from Crawford County. Another Owen County winner was excellence in 4-H civic engagement programming adult, and that went to Kathy Newman Arthur from Owen County. Excellence in 4-H club programming youth, Nora Howat from Lawrence County. Excellence in 4-H club programming adult, also to Carrie Barker of Lawrence County. Excellence in 4-H healthy living programming youth went to Dakota Sapak from St. Joe County. And then who else? Let me ask you, Rhonda, who else was on your team? I think Dina Held was on your team also.
Yeah, she is our extension educator. And then it was so all of our junior leaders, which I know if I start naming them all, I'll leave somebody off. So I don't have that list in front of me.
I think I have a list, and I don't know if it's complete. So I've got from the program, I have Eli Osbrooks, Aaron Bateman, Mackenzie Craney, Audra Deckard, Mitch Green, Megan Hawkins, Melanie Hawkins, Mimi Hawkins, Dina Held, Mackenzie Motter, Russell Motter, Ella Parker, Elise Wadsworth, Carter Walton, and Tucker Walton. Does that sound like a complete list?
Yeah, there was, some adults in there too. So that helped, do all the stuff we do. So,
Awesome. Well, lastly, I just want to say to all the listeners, don't be shy, right? Share the accomplishments of your volunteers. We've got excellent volunteers all over the state. These three that are with me today, the ones that I read, are just some of the great things that are happening statewide. So don't be shy about nominating your volunteers for these awards. Applications for Indiana 4-H Volunteer Awards of Excellence are accepted year-round. We have a deadline of August 15th in order to be included in the November recognition, but we accept the applications year-round. And those are found on the Indiana 4-H website under volunteer recognition. So just go and look through some of the drop-down menus, and you'll find that on the Indiana 4-H website. So again, I'm going to finish up, and I want to thank Sawyer, Brandi, and Rhonda for joining me today. I really appreciate you guys taking your time today to do this. So thank you. And I am so excited to hear about all that you guys have planned for the coming year. And I can't wait to see what happens through this year. So thanks again.
Interested in learning more about Indiana 4-H? We invite you to visit our website, extension.purdue.edu/4H, or contact your local Purdue Extension office and ask for the 4-H Youth Development Extension Educator. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you won't miss an episode. We look forward to joining you again on the next Indiana 4-H Clover Call.